Well, it's finally that time. Part 3 of our planted bird cage is now here. So in today's video I'll be showing you back a few months ago when I was finishing up the touches of the new planted bird cage, and I'll be showing you today as well the reveal and how it finally looks like. Obviously it's not finished, there are still more finishing touches. We'll probably continue up to part 5, but this is the main part of the video. This is the reveal of it. So without further ado, let's head back inside the shed and show you how this is looking. Let's do it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the remodeling phase. Let me just wipe the lens here because it's freaking dirty, but welcome back to the remodeling phase of this fly cage. Now, as you can see from the previous part 1, which is, or part 2, whatever you want to call it, I think it's part 1, you can see that a lot has been done. This I have put on here. Now the reason I've put this is because when I will be watering, and I'll have some automatic waterers for the plants, so I'm gonna make it like it's gonna be proper natural. So it's gonna, you know, have an automatic raining system or mister kind of thing. So the plan is with this is that when it gets wet, it won't rot the wood. Now this is wood is treated. It has like a coating on it, so even if it does get wet, it will not rot, although it may get into these crevices, but we'll figure something out in the future. The misters are not going to be really up here. There may be 1 or 2 up here, but they're mainly going to be put down over here. Now that's brick, that's fine, that can get wet, but here is my main concern because this is made out of pallets. Now I may put a coating on here just to protect this even more, so for when if it does get wet or anything else, as well as down there, because we are going to have a water feature down there which is going to be always turned on via solar panel, not electric. So I want to make this as make this cost less than, you know, having a pump going on all the time, all day and all sorts. So yeah, this is where we're up to at the moment. Now I did put the box here because I wanted to figure out, you know, how big roughly things are going to be and all, but our plan is to start boarding this up. Now the reason I'm boarding this area up is because this is where that big box is going to stay. So if you haven't watched the previous part 1 video, click up here, that's going to take you to that video and you'll get to know a bit more of how I did this over here. Now this is going to be put on to that area which I just showed you over there, and I don't want to really be seeing the height, so I don't want to really be seeing this box, you know, from where I am going to sit, or whoever comes in and visits. I don't really want them to be seeing the box. So the plan is I am going to continue this wall over here made out of pallets and up to the height of where the box is going to be. So I marked up yesterday where roughly the box is going to sit, the top of the box, the lip, and it's going to be roughly around here. I don't know if you can see it on camera because I'm not looking at the screen, but that's where roughly it's going to be. So I have to build up the wall of boards up to here and then probably mesh this, but I want to get rid of this because this is obviously going to obstruct the viewing panel. So I want to figure out something, you know, to get rid of this. Now I can't get rid of this because it is supporting this bottom pillar, or whatever you want to call it. It's supporting this bottom pillar as well as it's supporting this top pillar. Unfortunately I don't have the full length, because if I had the full length then I could easily just take this off and make just one line from top to bottom right there. But I need to figure something out. I may be cutting this off to here and or just get a piece of wood and thing, but yeah, that's where we're at the moment. So yeah, let's bear with me, and my camera is about to die, which is normal in these videos. Let me just quickly change the battery pack. So here we are back again with the new battery pack or whatever it's called. But yeah, that's where we're at the moment. We don't know. I have a couple of these woods and I'm not sure if this will be too short to go from side to side. Let's try this out, because if I can get something small and, you know, be able to make this smaller, it's still fine. Look, this is perfect. Well, I need to double check first if this goes all the way back there, but if we had this, so I'm going to line this up at the bottom so you guys can see the difference between those two. So if we line this up at the bottom right here, look how much we are losing from just from this plank. So if we can find something long enough like this, that would be great. I'll check back in with you guys in a minute.
A few moments later.
So I've managed to get myself this, which is pretty cool. Got rid of the bar that was there, the plank of wood that was there, and I've now placed this in. This is going to make things much easier and much viewable to see. So here we're going to have the door, main door. It doesn't have to be too big, it just has to be enough to get the boxes in and out for when I need to maintain the fountain and the, you know, plant different types of plants or anything like that. And then we can head in, and this will be caged up. This will be our viewing panel right here, which is getting pretty you know, it's bigger than it was before, slightly, because the bolt or the main bit that was holding this previously was here. Now we have moved it this way to there, so our viewing panel is slightly bigger, which will make us view the birds much easier. So I'm super stoked about it. It's slowly getting there. Now our next step is to actually start making the little thing that I said in the beginning of the video to cover the box itself. So without further ado, let's do it. So as you can see, it's dark at the moment. We are pretty much at the end of the day. Unfortunately, we are doing this pretty much in the start of winter, and by 6 o'clock it's already dark. So let me just quickly show you what I've been up to. So this is where we're at. I've done the little kind of wall thing over here, you know, so we don't see the box, and then I've added our previous mesh that we had on this side, and I've just, you know, this is just to give me an idea of how it's going to look. Obviously we still need to do something about here, but I am not planning to buy a lot of mesh and then you know have a lot of mesh and then having a big roll outside and, you know, not using it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna leave this like this and figure out something for this area around here, as you can see, which has we are, you know, slightly short on the original mesh, but I'm gonna figure out something here. Tomorrow we are gonna put in the box, the planted box in here, and see how it looks. If it looks okay, we may just, you know, build this area up to here, so we can have a nice finish over there. And then after that, all that's left to do is the door, big massive door from top to bottom, so we can open, go inside, do our maintenance, cleaning, whatnot, and do all our stuff. Super excited, we're nearly there. But yeah, that's all that's been done today. Not you know, quite a lot of, you know, stuff, but we're slowly getting there. Obviously 1 or 2 hours isn't, you know, the best for doing these kinds of projects. We need a couple of days for it. So so yeah, this is where we're at the moment. As you can see, overview of the cage right here. Not bad. We're slowly getting there. So, a few months ago we did part 1, part 2. Part 2, which was the plants. Part 1 was when we got the finches, started introducing finches and the plans for what I had in, you know, in mind. And in today, let's put a bit of light here. And in today, it is the final piece of the puzzle. Obviously, this is not the whole completed project. There will be a part 4 and a part 5, because we're still gonna do. There's still a planter to do. There's still a water feature to do inside this bird cage, as well as the outdoor area, which which needs redoing and needs some more plants. But we are going to show you how it looks like right now. This is 2 and 3 months after the previous clips, so when I was building it, when this was all dismantled, and I'm going to show you how it looks like now. Obviously there's some wear and tear because the sparrows do chew a lot. I didn't know that, but again, it doesn't really bother me. So without further ado, let's show you the result. Let's do it. So here it is in all its glory. As you can see, there is wear and tear. The birds have been living in here for roughly now 3 months already, and we are starting to discover what is good and what is bad about this setup. At the moment, the good part of it is way above the bad parts of it, but there are still some tweaks I want to do and trying to figure out how and what is best to clean this bird cage. Although it's not that dirty, to be honest. I did clean it about a month ago, and look at it. This is what we are now. So it's not too bad, to be honest. Let's get, I think the finches are down here somewhere. Yeah, there they are, behind the bushes, as you can see right there. There they are, there's one right there, and there should be another one somewhere around it. So yeah. There he is right there, behind the bush, you can see. But yeah, we're going to lock them outside for now. So we're going to lock them outside because they will distract us. So we ignore this stick for now. Here we are in all its glory, right here. Plant, everything's doing great. So let me talk about what is bad about this cage, which I need to figure out and see what needs doing. Bad, so mold right here. As you can see, mold right here. Now I did promise myself to actually film what is the bad things about this cage, and you know, it's what I'm doing right now. So I tried to, in every video, I'll promise to show you what is good and what is bad, just as I did my DIY bird cage, what I liked about it and what I didn't like about it. So that's my promise to you guys. I'm going to show you what is, what is going wrong in the whole fly cage in terms of Budgie's birds, what is going wrong and what is going good. So that's my promise. But anyways, we got mold here. Now this is because of when I water with this plant, and this I water with this water, and this creates like a mist, although it doesn't have gas in the moment, it doesn't have oxygen, but this creates a mist and it kind of goes everywhere. And I was planning originally, if you guys remember, I was actually planning to put a mister, an automatic mister here, but I need to first figure out how I am going to stop this mold from forming. This is because, again, as I said, when I water the plants, mist goes everywhere and it creates dampness here and it creates mold. So this is not too bad. Well, it is kind of, it is unsafe for the birds, but the birds are unable to reach this area, which is kind of okay, I guess, but still at the same time I need to figure out how I am gonna solve this. My first thought is to put this black thing, or this Corex, all along from bottom to top, which may be what I will be doing. The worst part is at the bottom. Obviously it's very damp here at the bottom because when I water, obviously the water goes in here, and yeah, but yeah, it's really bad here at the moment. As you can see, all that mold there, it's just surface mold. It's not that the wood is rotten, because this is MDF, I think, so it's really hard for it to get to mold through and become weak. So yeah, I need to figure out. My plan is I probably will put this black thing all over from the bottom up all the way to the top. But yeah, roof is okay, all dry, nothing to worry about. Roof is nice. These wooden boards are treated, hence the reason why you don't see any mold nowhere. But yeah, plant. This is my second thought of how I will, maintain it. As you can see, the birds poop. I kind of didn't think about that, which is one of the obvious things. I didn't think about the poop that will be falling here, but it is easy to clean. Just get a dry cloth, and once the poo is dry like this, it just comes off, as you can see, like that on my hand. So it's not that big of a deal, just water it and it'll come straight off. The rose is not dead. Well, there's no rose there at the moment, as you can see right there. No rose, it's just literally just twigs. Now, I think it's because of season. It is not a flower season, it's winter, so I think it's that. Let's hope it will survive. Yes, I know it's kind of a bummer because I wanted some color here, but I guess it's the season. Only time will tell when, you know, if it's alive or not. But yeah, rocks, everything, this substrate here, everything back here, it's all full of poop. Now this is normal, and I did plan for this. This was one of the things I was aware of. Funny enough, I wasn't aware of the plant, the poop, but I was aware of the stones. But yeah, that's easy, super easy to clean. Just pump this up with air and spray on top of the rocks, and it will get rid of the poop. It will look like brand new. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So all along, I would say that this cage is 70-75% of what I was expecting. Let's say, obviously I wasn't expecting this, and I also wasn't expecting this much poop. Again, that goes for, you know, how I position the branches. If I have a branch from there to here, then obviously no plants will be affected with the poop, it will just look green. But because I got a branch going from here to there, it kind of, you know, this happens. But it's not that big of a deal, it's not too bad. Another point is the chewing of the finch, of the sparrows. Now I didn't know these guys chewed. They are chewers, but this was when I had my 6 sparrows. I did sell 4 of them, so I'm keeping 2. So I have 2 sparrows and 2 Bengalese finches. So yeah, that's kind of worn down a little bit. Chewing, it's not as bad. But yeah, this is when the 6 sparrows were together, and yeah, they will chew a lot, but it's not too bad. Again, these will grow back. Plant is doing 100% okay, it is fine. So waterer has been removed. I did remove it just a few moments ago because the Bengalese decided to make a nest inside the water, which is completely stupid, so I ended up taking it out. Now the waterer is outside, so whenever it rains, this little bowl will fill up with a rock and will allow them to drink, and will also give fresh water every time it rains. So that's one less thing I have to worry about, water. Obviously I will check it every week to make sure that there's no algae growing, and to make sure that everything's okay. There is also a plant, a rosemary plant outside as well, to help to create a little bit of a forage area. I will be placing some fruits there, obviously not every day, but small quantities of food, enough that they will eat, just to help them forage a little bit. It's not ideal that you put food outside because of rats, mice, you know, predators that could you know, interfere and could bring diseases, and possibly eat eggs if you are breeding outside as well. So it's not good to have food, any type of seed outside, but we'll see how it goes. Again, you know, it's just, you know, you have to test things out before you get it right. It's trial and error. But yeah, over here we have another little planter which got destroyed again by our Java sparrows. These used to be one of the plants that I had up here, if you guys recall, one of those little tiny little sprinkly plants right there. Yeah, they completely destroyed by the Java sparrows, but I'm pretty sure this will grow again because there is some greens here as well, but only time will tell. This was only a little trial. I wanted to test this out and see if it's any good, but yeah, it's there. I'll probably remove it, but we still have another planter to put in here. So my original plan was to put it here, but now that the water is gone, I'll probably put it on this side there and just create like a little forest theme, a little forest canopy for them to also forage around, and that will kind of stop the poop from going to the back as well. But yeah, all in all, I'm happy with the cage. It is again 75% of what I was expecting. This food hopper is working super well. The seed does go in here, but again, I don't really mind it because once the plant grows, once the seed sprinkles and, you know, creates this little plant, the birds can then forage from it. So it's, again, it's like an ecosystem happening. The birds poop, it kind of fertilizes the ground, and then the seed goes there and plants itself. The birds eat the plant, and then the cycle repeats again. So all in all, it's kind of what I wanted, but again, I was not expecting little things such as mold, the poop, again, this much poop, and all sorts. But yeah, I'm happy with this. I need to sort out that back area, the brick area, because what I think is causing this mold as well is the humidity coming from this brick wall, again from here and there. So I kind of need to figure out that as well. I'll probably put some pallets and just continue the wall down. That will probably be sometime next year when it is lighter for us to work, and I'll obviously film the process and let you know any updates if it is working or not. But again, we have the quartz slab right here, this little stone slab right here, doing amazing, easy to clean. Hoover there and there, takes everything out, and I'm really happy with it. Again, food is there. This lasts me a month. They rarely eat, and it also controls how much food they are taking in as well. But all in all, guys, I am happy with it. I hope you guys, you can't really tell how big it is when you are here in person. The camera does not do justice. I mean, I can fit in there, can fit probably 3 to 4 people here all day, every day. So it is quite big. I did change the mesh. This mesh makes it even easier for us to look inside and just to, sit back, relax, and look at the birds do their thing. So all in all, guys, I mean, look, I'm pretty happy with it. Most of it is what I was expecting, as I said, and as I continue to say. Let me take you to the outside and show you how it looks outside, because it does look kind of different. So as we walk here at the back, so we did, as I mentioned, we did put a rosemary plant in here, and there is their new waterer. So every time it rains, it will fall in there, overfill, and they can do whatever they want, have a bath and everything. I did put this nest box in here because this is a wild bird nest box, so for blue tits and sparrows and all sorts, goldfinch and all sorts. This is for outdoor, so I decided to put it there because it was just accumulating dust on top. So yeah, put it there. But yeah, this does need a little bit of work. I am planning to expand this once again. Yes, you heard it right, once again, and expand it not outwards but downwards, so all the way down. We are planning to do some quails as well, some Chinese quails which are smaller than the ones I have, than the ones I've hatched. So yeah, if you haven't already, stay tuned for that. If you haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss out on any of these new projects. We are preparing something lovely for Christmas as well, for the Christmas season. First 2 weeks, 3 weeks possibly of December, there will be a video out every single week regarding toys for budgies, treats, homemade treats and all sorts. So be sure to stay tuned for that. It's a little different kind of thing that I'm doing for the videos as well. So if you haven't already, hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the videos. I may also be doing a giveaway, so if you guys want to know, want me to do a giveaway, let me know down below. You could possibly be winning a new bird cage setup, you can possibly be winning new toys, whatever it is. Be sure to let me know down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say, so comment down below if you guys want me to do a giveaway and if you're up to entering the giveaway. It's simple, and if you agree with the giveaway, then I'll let you know what the instructions are, which will be obviously super simple for you guys to enter. So yeah, let me know down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Again, sorry again for not uploading frequently. Again, I am planning a lot of stuff. We have a few chicks in here, as you can see. They are now grown up right here. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on regarding the birds and the videos, so forgive me once again for not uploading again very frequently. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. There it is. Now I can finally make my videos and show you what I've got. There it is. The bird cage, obviously it's not focusing because it's normal, but yeah, that's the big bird cages right there. It is massive, so 4 people can fit in there. It is big. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, subscribe and I'll see you guys on my next video. God bless you all, and bye bye.